The name itself tells us what does it mean by.
We hide the methods.
Okay. Hiding the data, right? So hiding of data. That should not be directly shown to the customer. That should not be directly shown. That should not go directly. There should be some sort of verification. So, so any data, any personal data that should not be taken out directly without any valid verification. So suppose if you want to check your balance, only you can check it, right? Balance in ATM, or if I write a method to check the balance, so I'm going to use private double balance. So this private is data hiding. Private, what is the private method will do?
Only we can access within the class.
Yeah, within the class we can access. So this private will act as a data hiding. Here so the balance will be hidden by the private. So this is data hiding. So if you want to get any data, so if I take a account balance, so I'll be keeping private double balance. Okay, public, I'll write a method public void, okay, public double get balance. So if you go to the ATM and keep your card, then after entering, once you keep the card into the ATM, do you get immediately the balance which is available in your ATM in your card? Are you able to get the balance?
Now we need to enter the PIN first.
Yeah. So you need to validate yourself, right? First, you need to validate
Yes.
whether you are the right customer or not. So validation has to be happen. So validation, if you provide, if data is valid, then return balance. Else don't return balance. Else throw an error, right? So this is the way of getting the data. See, privacy, whatever the privacy data that we have, if you want to get it, we need to do some validations. If you take a Gmail application, if you launch the browser gmail.com, then once you launch the gmail.com, you can't get the mails that are present in your email, right? You need to log in with user ID, password, then you need to authenticate. If you keep second two-factor authentication, then you need to authorize it through a message or pop-up that comes up to the mobile. Then only can able to access the mails. After launching directly, you can't get it. So there should be some validation where you need to go through. Then only you can access the mails. So this is data hiding. So if you private double balance, if you use the key, if you use the word private, then that is a data hiding. So to get this balance, we need to write a method. This method will help us to get the balance by verifying your value, your details. This is data hiding. So by using private, we are providing data hiding here. So suppose if you want to add the balance to your account, so if you want to deposit money to your account, what you can write one more method, right, to deposit the money. Hiding the internal information and just highlight the set of services. This is abstraction. So hiding the internal information and just highlight the set of services. What will be the example for this? So if we take an ATM, okay, so ATM GUI will be given for us, right? GUI means graphical user interface. So where we can see some options on the ATM. When we insert our card, there we can see some sort of some sort of what is that? Where withdraw balance, pin change. So these are all the things that, yeah, so some sort of options we can see, right? So when we insert our card and enter the pin and withdraw cash, 10,000 rupees of cash, then automatically once you enter pin successfully, then automatically the withdrawal can happen if you have a sufficient balance in the account, right? You can see other options which are present on the GUI ATM machine, where you can based on your requirement, you will select that option and the process will happen. Do you know what happens on the backend?
No, sir.
No, we don't know, right? What code they have written, what method they are calling, whether it has written in Python or whether it has written in Java or whether it has written in some other language, we don't know. And what method it is calling, whether it is calling withdrawal method or something there in the middle of the ATM and the server. So we don't know anything about the information that is happening behind the options that we select in the ATM machine. So that means they are hiding the internal information and just they are highlighted the options that are present on the GUI ATM machine. Okay, we don't know exactly what is happening on the back end. Just we can see only the options that are present, like withdrawal, pin change, or change the information. Okay, check the balance. These are the only options that we can see. But when we click on that option, we don't know exactly what is happening on the back end and how the data is coming up, or how the data is coming up to us back. So they are hiding the internal information, what's happening on the back end, and just they are highlighting only the services they are providing on the GUI. This is abstraction, hiding the internal information and just highlight the set of services. Okay, if someone asks you about abstraction, you need to tell hiding the internal information and just highlight the set of services. If they ask you to give an example, you can give the ATM. Have you got it? Have understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is the
Yes,
difference
sir.
between, so what is the difference between abstraction and data hiding?
To get this by using abstraction, we can get hiding options like
Okay.
means
Okay.
abstraction and the
What are the advantages of abstraction and data hiding?
సారీ అండి ఏం అడిగారు ఒకసారి మళ్ళీ
What are the advantages of abstraction and data hiding?
మన మన ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ని సీక్రసీగా ఉంటుంది.
సెక్యూర్ చేస్తుంది ఇట్ విల్ సెక్యూర్
Security, security is the first advantage of abstraction and data hiding. What else you can think about the advantages?
ఇంటర్నల్ కోడ్ అంతా తెలియని అవసరం లేదు డిఫికల్టీ లెవెల్
Okay, so I can say enhancement of the code will be easy. I'll give example. So enhancement, what is mean by enhancement? Suppose we have an ATM machine and people are using that ATM machine, and on the back end, if the developer wants to change the code, that impact the ATM machine? No, right? It won't impact the ATM machine. So enhancement will be easy for the developers or anyone. So now you are using a WhatsApp app, and if they do something changes on the back end, until you get a new release, you are not disturbed. So the enhancement of the code will be easy if you use abstraction or data hiding. Okay. So third one is maintainability. Maintenance will be easier for abstraction and data hiding. So because if you want to maintain the code that is present on the back of ATM machine on the server which is present, so that will be very easier because it is totally secured, right? Maintenance of the code will be easy. So these are the three important points that you need to remember for the advantages. Let us take an example of abstraction. So we are going to use abstract keyword to write abstract method, okay, or abstract class. Abstract class. This is abstract class. Suppose creator. So I'm going to provide a method hiding number of legs. So I have created a method providing that creature has legs. That's it. So whatever the creature that we have created here, just we are saying that it has legs. How many legs we don't know. Just we are hiding the number of legs. Okay, I create a child class. This suppose if it is this is creature is a parent class, then I'm gonna create a child class elephant extends creature. Void I'm writing a method void number of legs. Okay, void number of legs. Both the methods are same in the parent class and the child class. So I'm gonna print here system dot out dot println it has legs. So can you write one more? So I'll write for human as well. Class human extends creature. What type of
Creature or elephant?
Creature? What type of inheritance is this one? What type of inheritance concept is this one?
It's like a hybrid.
Hybrid?
So here from parent class we are extending child classes.
Yeah. We are using the same parent for both the classes, child classes. What is the type of inheritance this one? Is it multi-level? What is multi-level?
Yeah, it's multi-level.
Okay, I'm writing a main method, public class, main public static void is it multi-level inheritance? Ram? What type of inheritance is this one? Is it multi-level? Hierarchical multi-level?
Hierarchical, I think.
What is multi-level?
Same parent.
Multi-level, same parent. You are saying then hierarchical. Is this having creature is having the same parent class for both the subclasses.
Yes. Yes.
So
Then
it's multi-level.
okay, it's multi-level. What is hierarchical? So
Hierarchical reversal.
this is multi-level. Okay. So what you're gonna create here objects? What are the objects that we need to create to call the number of legs present for elephant and human? Do we need to create two methods or do we need to create one method? How many methods we need to create to call the get the number of legs of elephant and the human?
Two methods.
Two methods.
Two. Yeah.
So human is equal to new human. Okay. Human dot
Number of legs.
number of legs. Okay. The same way we need to create for elephant, right? Elephant is equal to new elephant. So elephant dot number of legs. So whatever the data that is coming up here, abstract class creature abstract void number of legs. Here we are hiding the data. Okay, we are calling the methods. One to get the number of legs for the elephant, and here we are getting the information. Okay, this is one sort of abstraction example. This is an example for abstraction. Are you clear? Are you okay? Any doubts? This is abstraction. Abstraction means hiding the data internally. What is abstraction?
Hiding the data internally and shows.
Now we'll go for encapsulation. What is mean by encapsulation? Capsule. What is mean by capsule?
Capsule. We can
Like wrapping some.
provide a shield. Inside that we have medicine.
Yeah. So suppose if we take cold act. I listened about cold act, right? There will be small things inside with the different colors. Lot of small things with a different color will be there on the cold act tablet, right? It will like so they are grouped.
Cold capsule, yes.
So they are grouped into one. Lot of small round small ones are there with a different color. Those are grouped into one to make a capsule, right? Same way, encapsulation is process of grouping data members Process of grouping data members. What is meant by data members? And corresponding methods. Into a single unit. What is meant by data members? So every Java class can be taken as an example of encapsulation. Every Java class that we have written until now, that can be considered as an example of encapsulation. What are the data members?
Different data types.
Different data types, whatever the declaration that we are doing in the main class, right? Those are the data members. So whatever the methods that we are writing for that particular class, we'll call it as corresponding methods for that data members. So suppose here also, if we take an example here, whatever the example that we have written here. So here number of legs is the number of legs. If we declare number of legs is 0 int. Okay, let us take the other example. It will be there. So here we need to declare public class addition, void sum int a int b. What are these? These are the data members that we have, right? Int a and int b are the data members. Okay, int c is also a data member. Okay, whatever what methods we have written here, void sum of int a. So before that, we can normally what we do, int a int b. We can declare directly like this instead of doing int a comma b comma c. So these are the data members. A, B, C are the data members that we are declaring here. So instead of passing int, we can pass directly like this here. We are not passing the data type here. So C is equal to A plus B. And this is the method that we have written for this data members, right? Process of grouping members ABC into ABC and methods, corresponding methods into a single unit. This is a single unit. This whole class will consider as a single unit because it is coming under the same class, right? It is coming under the same class. So void sum a comma b, void sum int a comma b comma c. So these are the corresponding methods for this particular members. Okay, so every Java class can be considered as an example of encapsulation. Okay, process of grouping data members and corresponding methods into a single unit is called encapsulation. So, or we can give one more example. Okay, data hiding plus abstraction is equal to encapsulation. Okay, when I give an example, I'll explain you how it is. Or hiding data behind methods is encapsulation. Hiding data behind the methods is encapsulation. Whatever the data that we want, we are hiding behind the methods. So suppose if you take an example of ATM, as I previously said, if you want to withdraw cash in the ATM machine, just you insert the card, enter the PIN, enter the amount, then click enter, then automatically the amount will be coming out, right? But we are hiding the data behind the method. So there will be withdraw, there will be written method, withdraw method. That withdraw method will be triggered once you request for withdrawal request. So this method is hiding the data. Behind the methods, the data will be hidden.
Yes.
So when we trigger that method, then only what all the validations that has to be happen, it will happen, and then it will give the result, right? So all the data that is hidden behind the methods is encapsulation. So you can tell any one of these definitions when they ask you about the encapsulation. Okay, you can give this definition. This is the best one to give the interviewer if they ask anything about the encapsulation. Process of grouping data members and corresponding methods into a single unit. Every Java class can be considered as an example of encapsulation. Are you clear until now? What is data hiding? What is abstraction? What is encapsulation? These three are interlinked.
Yeah.
So advantages are also same for all of them. Okay, security enhancement will be easy, maintainability will be improved. But using encapsulation, there will be some disadvantage. Abstraction or encapsulation, there is one disadvantage. What is the disadvantage that what you think the disadvantage will be? What will be the disadvantage?
All under one
So if you want to get the data,
under one class, it cannot be returned. Usable.
there will be lot of validation and verification, right? So suppose, have you used ICICI internet banking? Anyone? Because in UK it's not that complicated to transfer a money, right? So you need to, if you want to add any beneficiary and want to transfer money in the UK, just log in, add the beneficiary and send. We don't get any, they don't ask any like OTP or something, right? Nowadays they are asking the OTP, but previously it was not there. So in UK, in India, ICICI, if you take ICICI Bank, internet banking, when you log in, you need to enter the username, password, okay, then maybe OTP. Once you log in, you'll be logged in into this one. Then if you want to transfer money to the any beneficiary, okay, you need to enter the amount. Then it will ask you to enter the grid which is present on backside of the card. There will be a grid in the backside of the ATM, ICICI Bank ATM card. So in the grid there will be some, I think six grids are there. On each grid there will be 2 digits. Okay, it will ask you to enter the numbers that are present in second grid or third grid or fourth grid. Once you enter, then it will ask you OTP, then it will transfer. So there is a lot of verification is happening before you transfer money to any one of the friends, to any one of your friend. Okay, what is happening here? What is happening here? What is this process is getting? What you can say this one total process?
Consuming.
Yeah, time consuming, right? Time consuming and process is getting delayed. Process is delayed. So this is the disadvantage. There is more security, but there is a delay in the process. It's time consuming. This is the disadvantage of encapsulation. It has to go through all the validations to complete the transactions, which is consuming the time. Lot of time is getting consumed.